Hello everyone, welcome to today's session. This is the part 2 of our Environment Art Bootcamp, where we're gonna block out our scene from the list of props we had. So we had this concept art, okay, and we'll bring in our sketchfab. Let's bring it here. Okay. So what I did, I transferred all this thing from text to our pure ref. We have it here. As you spoke, we can do the sketchup thingy also. So now, like if you because we have a lot of props, so that's the only thing we'll make the structures, we'll make the other things, but mainly we'll do the props from here. So let me go ahead and look for sofa. Okay. And we'll come back here and we see if we have something. We click on downloadable and we check which is matching our thing. So this one, we can assume this one is this one. We don't need to look for many, just a few ones are fine. Okay, and if you want we can have more, but I believe only few are fine. So this we can use just so. Okay, and this one is white, but we can just make it red. Okay, it looks similar. So this is our red one, and we need some armchair for this one. Okay. As a set of plants was there, like this one. Okay, so this one have pot and bunch of things. Okay, so we use them as placeholder. So we have now mostly all of them, and what you're gonna do, you come here and then you download the model, but I always try to download GLB because it's always download single file. Okay, so you download it. Okay, so download all of this thing. So we'll do it on the other end. Okay, so I will just download all of these, right? And then we just import it in our Blender, and then we set it up to export. We don't need texture, we don't need anything else, we just need the model. Okay, and we need them for placeholder. Okay. We rename them properly and we make them properly, the props, the remaining ones. Okay, so now let's start with building our scene. So now we have our Blender here. So basically the main add-on I use is machine tool. Okay, I'll upload a video on how I set up my Blender basic one. Okay, and what you can do, the GLB you come import here, and you can import the GLB and GLTF in the Blender. Okay, so before we work on the props, so let's work on the structure. Okay. So I will make it again small. We make it always on top. Okay, so we go with the idea. Okay, ideal size. So we'll not stress too much about what it should be. Okay, so we can see roughly it is if we assume the door is 2 meter, right? If assume this door is 2 meter, then roughly it could be 3 meter, the roof. Okay, so we say roughly. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna create a plane, and you can just rotate it, and you can see it here. So we have it here, and then move the wall flat. Fun. So we have 3 of them. Now it's a matter of exporting the thing, okay, and saving it. And what we can do, you have this plugin called Blender for Unreal, okay. So we just need to give a path. So we just added the path, same folder in here, and we turn off anything else. And here you see it add SM for static mesh automatically. You select all of these, okay, and here you change the mode to export recursive. I don't know, like why auto do not work. I pressed alt and click, it changed setting for all of them, okay. So otherwise you have to do one by one. So now you have it ready to export. You select all these things, it doesn't matter where it is. If it have rotation and you've placed, okay, it can work, yeah. And you can actually test it inside Blender also. So you can just select it, duplicate, rotate it, or in Maya or Max, rotate it and place it, and it should work, okay. So now you have it here, you say export on the selected, and you can export, okay. So you see it already exported, and if I go back to the folder, you will see we have our 3 meshes with SM in front of them. So now this we import in our Unreal. So you can simply import them from here. You can go to and import, okay. Let me get the link, and you can go to file, you can import, and you can import here GLB, okay, and then you can simply import. And let's do sofa, okay. And I can copy the name because we're gonna need it. You import it and you have it here, and you will see it do a bunch of shenanigans here. I'll move it in the front, okay, and the pivot and everything is wrong. So you select all the meshes, everything there. I will join them, I will unparent them from there, and we have this pivot to bottom, apply everything, okay, and in the item move it back up and name this one sofa A1, okay. And same thing I will do, create a empty, so, and you can come here and decrease the size if it's too big for you, and I will sofa. This is like normal practice. This is like kind of whenever you work in a job, they create empty, which you can use to transfer attributes and some private property to the game engine. So this is sofa, and then we simply do the same ritual. You come here and it have a lot of materials which we don't need, and you create one with the same name. That's it. What his name is, so you do with the same name, and you can delete this one, we don't need. And for now we don't need any material in there. So what we can do, you can select the same thing. Now we come here and we export recursive and change the folder to props living, okay, and accept. with the same thing, and now you just simply export. And if I show you the folder, you will have the FBX here simply, and we don't need this GLB anymore. Okay, so like that we just import everything. Okay, so we have our Unreal thing here. Okay, we're starting with the on blank project, and we put in the same, and we name it read our Unreal. Okay, and let's try importing other thing. Okay, so let's try selecting everything and import. Now we don't break it or crash it. So it's gonna take time, but it saves time also. So you see, some of them have really big size. So we did not check what the size is for most of them. And what we can do, we can simply select hierarchy, and then you can do this slash, and you can press numpad on the numpad. These are books. Okay, so if there are single mesh, wonderful. And we can simply copy, paste it in there, and come to, and you can see the size here. Okay, so dimension, so the scale 0.01. It's roughly still seems too big. 30 centimeter is too big. And 40, it seems fine for now. We can change it anytime. So I will go to this, you transform, select this, create hierarchy. Okay, so this one is here. Vision scale is done. Okay, cool. So we have our books. So you can come back. Now we can select so not making you bored now. Okay, so I'll bring in Unreal so we can start having fun. So I'll hide this one, maybe keep it. So we have empty. So what we're gonna do, we can start here, but I usually try to empty level. You can have basic also here, right, which can help you. with some lighting. I usually start with really empty level, but it doesn't matter. We can delete the all the stuff from outliner. It will be the same. So let me get this. In the content, you create a new folder for your thing, create. So this is this will be the same folder as we are exporting. Okay. So in the create, you create a new folder called props and env. Okay, environment will have environment stuff and props will have prop stuff. So we are going back to our folder where we have create, environment, and we have these three things, and we bring them here. And mostly we can use nanite perfectly, and we just need to turn on a few stuff. We turn on combine meshes, and we don't have LEDs, we don't need anything else, and we don't need to search for materials. We do not want to create materials, we do not want to import textures. Yep, so rest of the thing seems okay, and then you click import all. So if you're importing multiple ones, you're gonna import them right away. Okay, so you don't see any issue. Most of the things are there, and then you can just start here from drag and dropping, right? And you can dock them to layout, or what you can do, you can go to window, outliner, and get another outliner. Sorry, not outliner, content browser. Sorry. So window, content browser, and get content browser. So now we have our content browser here. So you can go to create and environment, and then you have it. You can bring it. Let's start. Imagine the camera angle is in the center. Okay, this is the center of the camera angle, or where we want to start. So we can pick some place. Okay, so let's pick this, or a main door maybe. Okay, let's pick main door as the entry point. So we'll start somewhere here. You can start from the center of the world, so you can start anywhere. So I'll start placing here. So there's a door mesh here. Okay, so you can pick the direction also, so which direction you want to start in. So we can say, okay, this is the direction from here. Okay, this is our first, and then come here, and for mostly the angle we keep it at 90. Okay. So when we'll move it, it'll move 100 units, and when we will rotate it, will rotate 90, and you can press alt and move it. Okay. So there are 2, and I believe that 3. Okay. And I can select all these 3, like holding 2, and so for now, because these are not they do not have thickness, so you can have look here. So adding thickness is super easy, and we have it here. So what you can do, you come here and you come and add solidify. Solidify will add a thickness, so you can give it okay, I want 10 centimeter thickness. Okay, this one have it, and then you select all of them and link and copy modify. You just simply add a thickness to most of the thing, and you can turn on even thickness. It doesn't matter what is there, right? So we have our thickness on the thing. Okay. On this side we don't have 3. Actually there are 2 walls only. Piece, or we can make a plan this. So like if the camera is here, right? So if you're looking at the kitchen from here, so door is here, and then this kitchen, and this is door. So pretty much it, right? And there are windows, and this is basically based on our modular structure, right? And we surely made our, there's some extra window, but this floor will go here straight till here. So like this floor coming from the balcony door to here, that it one window covers one window, which is happening here. So it's kind of works here. Okay, so this space will work for us. So now we need to make the roof and the floor. Okay, so we can do the same thing as it works with our setup. So what I'm gonna do, I'm quickly gonna finish these up. and export. Coming back, and in here we're gonna add our floor and roof. Import out simply, no need to change anything. And in props, I'm gonna do the same thing. Get all of these. There's some of them too big. The carpet is too big, and that's for the same reason, because it have too many polygons. It have fiber and everything. So if it make it slow, then we're gonna just make a single plane, and then we're gonna keep it there. Okay, so while it's happening, I know the curtain should be in there. I'm gonna take this one, and I will just select hierarchy, move it here, and I'm gonna call it door B1. And why is that? It's like balcony one, because this one was specific. Okay, so if I show you here, you'll see this one is going on the top, matching the window. So that's what I was making this piece. So door B1, and it's already set, and you export it. You come back, see all the props are there, perfectly perfect. Come to environment, back, and so now get a light in there. Good. Yeah, so we can place more, but for now it's fine. And yeah, for the floor, we can delete this one if we don't want to keep it, and because we already have our floor. Let's do the same way we did the other. Duplicate, we're gonna move them out. So we have the balcony. Okay, so it's matching the thing structure, which is good. So maybe we will make the balcony also. I have to cover this hole. We just have another piece in here to cover the door also. Perfect, right? So you have all the area covered. And for mostly quickly, we're gonna add a point light in here, so at least our room light up. Okay, so yeah, so this is basically our area in there. Okay, area in there, everything set up. The only thing we need to do is we have seen, I think this will create a mismatch in our thing, in our main pieces. But what we can do, we can make them slightly bigger. What I mean is all these pieces are lower than the normal thing, right? So we can improvise and not create it, but we can, I'll show you what we can do. Simply we can cheat here. So I will change it to 10 centimeter here. Okay. Or whichever, like we can keep it 15, It's all up to us. I'll make it 15 centimeter maybe, right? And let's get back to 100 here. Okay, so but you see these our all of our pieces are below, okay, which is fine. It worked for some of the cases in here, right? So you see this door will can have that step up there, but not for our other pieces. So what we can do is we can extend our pieces in here. I'll select all of my things. So I'll come here and let's re-import our main pieces. Also, if we feel like that could be more better for us. Okay, and let's select these ones and move them. So move them 15 centimeter below. Perfect. You see, we have our basic layout ready. Okay. So yeah, this is pretty much it for the structures, if we say. Okay. The curtains are not an issue. We can easily bring them in. Let's try importing the props. Let's see how they react. Let's quickly save and let's bring in here and come prop. Most of the things, let's just quickly get back to our thing. Okay. Oh, I do had a few things downloaded, right? But I will get most of the other things also. Let's do for the kitchen. Decor we already have, bench we have, chair we have, one chair we need a stool. So we call it kitchen stool. Let's see if we find, yeah, this one is here. It's good. So I will have downloadable, and we just need high chair. Okay. Like this. It's round without things, so this will work. Okay, and we select it, and then we're gonna download it. Okay, it's here only, no? Yeah, here. So stool is here. Chair, this chair we have, this one we have, this table and this table we have, and that's chair. And again, same thing, do this, and we have props selected, and we export, and we'll see how it like. We're gonna change them, okay, when we're gonna place them. So if you feel like something is not adding up, what do you say? You say something is wrong with this, you have to check, but we'll check it later. So let me minimize this. Now play from here. Okay, so we have our door, kitchen, and our space mostly. Okay, so yeah, it's pretty much happy. There still seems a little bit empty in some places, which we can surely fill up because we don't have you know, there is abundance of props everywhere. So one thing we'll do before we wrap up, I will camera match. Scene, right? So yeah, so this is pretty much it. I will come here and say high resolution screenshot, and you can maybe double it. Okay. And you can say capture. Okay, so I will maybe press G, so nothing is visible. Press 1, capture. So these are the 3 images. Capture. So yeah, so this is it for today's session. I know it was long, right? But it's supposed to be. And if it's gonna take time when you're gonna make all the things by yourself. We are just started. It's not an easy process, no shortcuts. It's gonna take time. Okay, so be ready. If you cannot give even this much time, then leave it. Don't do it. It's not for you. The whole thing is not for you. The patience is required. I remember some people messaged me, said like these are too long, make it shorter. Honestly, there's no other way. So you have to sit in and watch the things. Even if I cut these to smaller 10 minutes videos, right, that still gonna be like 10 videos of 10 minutes long. So in the end, you have to sit in and watch everything. So if you don't have patience to watch the long sessions, honestly, this is not for you. So you cannot work on environment or props or even in games. Patience is key. So don't try to find shortcut or finish things quickly. Just do it. Okay. So, and for the next one, we will texture things. We'll find the textures and we'll do rough, simple lighting pass. So next Thursday we'll have our last demo where we will do we'll import the tileable textures, unwrap our props, and set up the simple files for our props, and we texture and try to match it with our look and feel as we planned. Okay. So yeah, thank you very much. So this is pretty much it. Okay, so have fun and I will catch you guys later.